Pixie and Miko, you make your way across the bridge. At the same time, they're making their way across the...
trying to go along the root structure on the side, so not directly on the bridge.
I assume you're bouncing, walking?
Yeah, bouncing, gliding.
I'm going to do that too, on the other side.
Both give me acrobatics checks, but I'll give Pixie advantage, given she can use her wings to flutter to right herself. Pixie, you do it without any issue whatsoever. You're just gradually walking along. Anytime you feel yourself tilt a little bit too much, your wing flutters you to the side, and you're just right back on rein. Miko, you take 3 attempts to simply get onto the route at first. You start making your way across, and as you get about halfway, you slip and fall straight onto the bridge. Take 1 bludgeoning damage.
I'm too excited to copy Pixie.
As you make your way across to the door, what do you guys do? Door being right here.
Have a look at the door. Is it an ornate door? Is it a simple door?
It's quite an ornate door. There are leaves worked into it in the corners. It kind of like there's a square base that goes up to a point at the top.
I'm assuming it's closed.
It is indeed closed, yes.
In that case, Pixie will have a closer look to see if it is closed or locked.
You give it a little push, and it starts to open.
Trying to be sneaky and taking a peek inside.
This chamber is nestled between walls of twisted roots, through gaps in which you can see the eerily beautiful woodland surrounding you. A closed wooden door stands opposite the root bridge that leads into this room, in the center of which there are 4 armchairs encircling a small table laid out for a tea service. A painted wooden box 3 feet to the side rests into a corner. The crank protrudes from one side of it, causing it to resemble an oversized jack-in-the-box.
Pixie turns around, goes back to where Miko is. This isn't the place.
What's in there? I'm trying to, like, look round you.
This is not the workshop. We need to get to the workshop. Milkit's here.
Oh. Okay.
Let's try following the side of the tree, going around the side. And then with that, Pixie is moving off.
I'll clamber after her.
Yeah, jump, skipping, flying along the sides.
So I went too far. Yeah, then. I'm also just revealing a few bits. You make your way around the side. A woodland basin filled with plants and fungi stretches out along one side of the fallen tree. A pumpkin patch is at one end of the garden, next to a steaming compost heap, with ramshackle pens for pigs, goats at the opposite end. Bedraggled scarecrows hang from the tall wooden stakes in the basin's wooded slope. 2 ground-level doors and 3 balconies provide entry into the hag's lair. pumpkin patch is a little bit more north. I just got to reveal that. That's what you can see. As you move around, you also see, crouched by this window, is Will, which you might actually be able to see the window that I can't tell.
Is he facing us?
He's actually peering in the window, kind of looking in.
Sneaking up behind him.
I'm going to say he's quite actually focused, looking in through the window, so he does not notice.
We're getting close enough to whisper in his ear.
Puts his hands over his mouth. And looks at you. He looks around, quick looking in the window.
No.
What are you... oh, yes, of course, you're coming around. What are you doing?
You said there were locks to open.
Don't scare me!
There are the locks to open. You know the place. Your map was shit.
Map was not shit, it was good. Nothing wrong with my map. You draw better maps in the dirt.
Next time I will. Now, where do we need to go?
Right, we need to wait for a signal. Actually, I'm at the wrong window. He moves away from the window. If you briefly look up, you see a child further into that room walk past the window. Not looking outside, so they didn't look towards you. He moves down here to the branches, finding one where he can peer in towards this small room. To be honest, I might as well just reveal all that at this point. Do you follow him, or do you do anything else?
Where Pixie's standing right now, is that a door? Or not?
It's a window. It gives you a sight into what seems to be a workshop.
Is that where it just marked a door? Because you said there were doors and windows.
But the doors... It's really meaning for other areas, specifically.
Alright, does Pixie see
Actually,
anything?
that actually meant to be a door. Think about it. My bad. So it's a door with a window in it.
Where she's at?
Yes, yeah, where she's at. That was me misreading something.
In that case, Pixie performs her usual first visual, then touching check if the door is locked. She will not touch if she sees it locked.
It is indeed locked. You do a little inspection, you can see the lock bolt in place.
In that case, another little inspection to see if there's anything that looks like it might trigger if the door opens.
Roll me an investigation or arcana. Doesn't seem to be any kind of mechanisms, it seems to just simply be a locked door.
Okay, Pixie gets busy with her lockpick.
Okie dokie. Roll me your lockpicking.
What roll is that again?
It would be a d20 with your dex and proficiency added.
It's the same as the dex save. Dex is +5,
Okay.
proficiency is +2, so I rolled that.
You deftly unlock the door. Have a little click. The locked bolt slides back in. It's ready to be opened.
Having a listen if it sounds like there's any reaction on the other side.
Roll me perception. Don't say anything. Yes, at this point, we will jump back over to Victor's group. Knucklehead begins leading you around, and you start cutting through the roots here, climbing up onto the bridge. Will you simply follow, or do anything else?
Is Victor still 2 foot at this point?
He is. And you
Okay.
are still making trumpet sounds with every single footstep.
Right. So I think at some point, Victor will turn to just the two guys and say, "Hey, not sure really, not really good at climbing at the best of times, but given my current predicament, yeah, this ain't gonna work. I'm gonna need one of you to carry me, I reckon."
If you want, I can carry you, Victor.
Yeah, it might look a bit out of character for a big man to do it, even though, well, normally would be my preferred.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much climbing. We need to keep pace with that fella just so we can get this done.
Alright, I pick up Victor and hold him like a child.
Like a baby, or putting him on your shoulders, or...
Like a baby.
Fair enough. So you cradle him like a baby, and you make your way around the roots and onto the other bridge. Make your way inside. Oop, move you guys with. Okay, just take a seat here, and yes, I know, that's what I need to do, yes. I'll be back in a second. I was gonna go and find a Scabifer for you.
Right, very good. Thank you. Thank you very much for your help.
You're most welcome. He keeps muttering as he walks away, opens the door here, and steps through. At this point, Pixie, you will see a small goblin-like person with a toffee apple head walk past, going straight past your line of sight, and you hear a clunk of another door opening and closing.
As he left, I will say, I will patrol the area. Should I give the signal?
Well, we want to confirm Scabby's here first, right?
Alright.
Just so we know that she definitely is at wherever she is right now.
In that case, well, I'll be waiting near the door.
Actually, big man, can you see any windows around here? I would say that I check, but you know, I'm more vertically challenged than usual right now.
Do I see any windows?
There are no windows per se, but there are gaps in the roots which are letting light through.
Only gaps, no
I-
windows.
tell you what, big man. Maybe, sort of, I don't know. I suppose, considering what they think you are here, maybe you could go into the next room, just see if there's anyone else. I mean, Scabbeth might ask you to leave. So, guess that might be an opportunity for you to give the signal then on our behalf.
Alright. And then I will walk through this door.
Okie dokie. Flickering lanterns illuminate a cluttered workshop filled with soft, ambient music produced by bells and chimes. Parts of toys are heaped on the tables, leering dolls' heads, half-built rocking horses, unpainted wooden balls, and stuffed limbs of soft toys. A stove at the back of the room holds a saucepan of smelting metal. 3 doors exit the workshop, and 2 storefront windows overlook the market outside. 3 young children are gathered around a wooden work table. The eldest, a drow boy, prances on the tabletop with a bar of soap in one hand, while a halfling girl and a human girl giggle at his audacity. So I snuck in, I grabbed it off them. Never know that I managed to get it. Those stupid little men will never know. His face goes white as he notices you in the room.
Do I recognize what they are holding? What he took?
I'll assume you know what a bar of soap is.
Oh, okay, oh yeah. That was something else. As they are just walk through them, kind of ignoring them, looking outside of this window. Do I notice Will or Pixie since he's out there?
Will had moved on, but I'd say Pixie has not long since unlocked the lock at that point.
Okay. Just look at that. Look outside. Going through. Do not make trouble. And I will continue.
He is shaking currently, but nods as you go past.
Acting like I don't know. Like I haven't seen the bar of soap that I stole. There is no painting in this room?
There is not. What you do see is a lot of very strange toys towards the back of the room where you are right now. Stuffed toys that seem to be made with odd materials. Some you see with large smiles with what seems to actually be teeth in them. A wooden toy train which is covered in nails. A wind-up drunken doll that totters a few paces and then falls over suddenly. And a 1-foot-tall wooden guillotine.
All children's choice, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will ignore the children and continue out that door.
Okay. Crippling circle is so hard. So much more work. Okay. 10 brightly painted structures resembling little wooden houses line the walls of this room. Each house has a 3-foot-high hinged door. 4 of the doors are open, and the other 6 are closed. A narrow staircase ascends the circular wall. Near the foot of the stairs is a painted wooden box, 3 feet on a side. The crank protrudes from one side of it, causing it to resemble an oversized jack-in-a-box.
And we'll go to the far end house. Is there anything magical about it? Or is it just a wooden structure?
Roll me Arcana. I'd say you got one that's open and one that's shut in front of you.
Alright. Nope.
It could be magical. Seems like it's very magical. The bright colours, it has to be magical. They're painted in pink and yellow and blue, baby blue. Clearly the colours are magic.
I will wait here. Since I assume if I go upstairs I might meet Skabata. Yeah. And after she's left I will try and sneak up upstairs.
Okay. So you're effectively standing attention against the wall.
Yeah.
No worries. Some time passes.
Actually, after he's gone through, Pixie will go to the door and, as soundlessly as she can, open it. Does it swing in or out?
It swings in.
Do you need
Give me-
anything for soundless?
Yeah, I'll say roll me stealth, simply. They do not see the door opening whatsoever. They have gotten back to work on the toys that they were half made in front of them. They're very focused on the task at hand. One of them is painting a set of blocks. One of them is in the middle of putting together a stuffed toy, sewing it together. And the other is currently trying to arrange parts for a train.
Pixie uses her dancing lights, creates them in front of them. It's a 120-foot range,
No worries.
so she creates them in front of them, like for each of them, one. And then also kind of stage whispers. The door is open. You can go out.
The boy that Nico had seen with the bar of soap looks up and looks about. And he sees the open door. Are you standing in the door, or are you hidden around the side of it?
Hidden behind it.
Okay. Hey, the door's open. One of the girls looks up. You think? Yeah. Stop getting the key. Let's go. One of the girls grabs the stuffed toy she was in the middle of making and grabs a few bits to finish it off with and runs out the door. The other following her, and the boy, looking around, then follows as well, closing the door behind him. They run out, going... it's opened actually. Starting to go right for the woods. I'd say they didn't think to look back at you to see if you were there. Do you do anything?
Close the door.
You close the door, and it clicks shut. The lock re-engages.
I'll leave them.
You what, sorry?
Pixie does not follow.
Go
She
ahead.
has done her part of the job, and she will move along, looking for more windows.
Do they just run past Miko?
Miko, what have you been doing during all this?
I've been checking out the animals in the pens, and now I'm just checking out these flower beds. Or plants, wherever they are. Crops. I'm just currently crouched down and looking at these things when they come out.
With the animals, it was... Right, hey. There we go. 7 goats, 5 adult pigs, and a small pig by itself, seemingly, staying away from the rest of the pigs. There seems to be a large range of different mushrooms and plants growing. Would you like to roll me a d8? You see what's in front of you, a large patch of what seems to be bright yellow mushrooms. They seem to be almost dripping, and the sight of it reminds you of butter.
Oh, these are pretty. What do you think these are?
Talking to the mushroom on my shoulder.
I think they're butterfly saddles.
Are they tasty?
They're good for washing yourself with. They're great for butter baths.
I'm gonna pick one.
It's squidgy to the touch as you do it, and it excretes some greasy substance, which is effectively butter.
I'll fish out a tiny piece of cloth or something and wrap it up. Stow that away.
And it gets stowed up. I would say the kids going out would be whilst you're fiddling around in the patch. Because of that, they didn't spot you. Somehow.
Listen, the guy wearing a multicoloured outfit is very stealthy.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, you're in... Well, there's a lot of different colours around you at the moment, actually. So, yeah, actually, you do blend in. It doesn't show it very well on the map.
Do I notice the kids going around, or am I too engrossed in this?
I'd say you probably noticed them, yeah.
Okay, if I notice them, I'm immediately going to stop what I'm doing and look for Pixie.
At that point, Pixie is closing the door.
I'll hurry over to her.
Is that the kids escaping?
It's 3 of them. I'm not sure how many. I think more than 3.
Were we supposed to lead them somewhere, or are they okay on their own?
I was just told to let them out. Leading them somewhere then is your task, not mine. Have fun.
Oh, I hope they'll be okay. Did anyone spot them go? Has anyone seen you?
You mean other than Big Ben? No. Well, Will. Talk to him earlier.
Oh, okay. So what do we do now?
Look for the next locked door. And Pixie will put action to works and go along the side of the building for them looking
Okey-dokey.
windows.
I will follow.